Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. Starting today on the page of Thomas Kokoschka. It's actually even hotter than yesterday, but I found a shirt. So, yeah, I didn't want to put you guys through any more of my, any more gun shows. It's not fair. But yes, Thomas Kokoschka, it's amazing the fact that there's a region that came through our academy that is now 31 years old, to give you an idea. His career never quite panned out. Then again, he made 110 appearances for us over the course of 8 years, so you can't really say he had a bad career, in fairness. He just never quite reached the heights that we thought he might have done. You can sort of understand why that might be. His last couple of seasons for us, he just played no games whatsoever and eventually moved over to Corona for around about £70,000. Didn't really play a lot for them at all, and played mostly for their second side. In fact, he made very few appearances for Corona's first team. Just wasn't quite good enough, really. Comfortably good enough, though. Well, then again, he's had very poor seasons since then. Eventually moved on to YAG for free, and he's been playing down there ever since, racking up the appearances in the second tier of Polish football and doing okay, I guess. Nothing really major standing out as being a brilliant player, but he's forging himself a path and earning some money while doing it. Right, off-camera games. Don't know how many there are, and then we're coming back for the final Champions League game today, which could be quite interesting because of what else is going on in our group. So after Firmino bailed us out again against Bayern, we went and thumped Krakow 5-1 with goals from Pereira, Gorosito, Treverio for Posse, and Vicente from the penalty spot. Unfortunately, Gorosito was sent off. He got a one-match ban, which we appealed, and it was then changed to 3 matches. So turns out in the life of Brian, he's not the Messiah. He's just a very naughty boy. But we then made up for that a little bit with a 6-0 trashing of Legia's second team in the cup. Hat-trick for Vicente, one for Treverio, an own goal in there, and another one for Kelvin for Posse. Good stuff. On the topic of the cup, in the quarterfinals, there are only 2 top-flight sides left in it. There's us, and I think the other one is Lubin. So it's really weird. I kind of hope we win just because we don't want one of those guys in Europe. Finally, a 3-0 beating of Swansk. A pair of goals from Tobias Röser, and then, of course, one added to the party for Firmino because he just cannot stop scoring. That leaves the league looking like this. We're now 13 points clear, bombing away at the top as you'd expect. Legia have now firmly flown into second spot this year. Lech started so well, but I think Europe's just caught up with them. Legia not being in Europe at the moment has really helped them, I think. Lech, and as you can see, Corona now up into 5th place. Paul Pogba has absolutely smashed it with Corona. We're going to take a look at his stats in the in-between, but he really has got them playing some incredibly good football, and I think Europe might not be out of the question. Unfortunately, GKS still struggling down towards the lower end, but at least are starting to gain some ground. But today, it's about FC Copenhagen. It's mainly just about us getting a few more coefficient points. But if Lech came up at something against Arsenal, you never know what they could do for us. I think they're probably going to get dicked on. But it's fine. They're going to be in the Europa League after Christmas, as are Lechia. They got through their group. Hibernian and Cluj finished up below them in their group, which is really impressive. Katowice did get 5 points, but they weren't able to get through a group that featured I think it was Sporting, and they had Spartak Moscow in there too, so it was a tough one for them, but they did all right. Now, one thing I did notice is I was checking through the video yesterday, or today rather, for yesterday, and I noticed that at the end of the game against Feyenoord, it said on the league table at the end of the match screen that Copenhagen had 4 points and Bayern had 4 points, even though there was a draw because Bappert scored a late winner. It's like that league table hadn't updated, because then when we got to the next match, it had actually updated properly, but it's really weird, and I think it's just part of the skin, but it was very confusing to me at one point when I was looking back and wondering how that happened. So this is how things actually sit. Technically, I think any of those 3 could still go through. Unfortunately, Treverio's got the flu at the moment, which is a bit of a shame, but we're going to go full strength and full out here and see what we can do. I'm kind of tempted, you know, to start Firmino, but I really do want to keep giving Pereira minutes, really. So Pereira, Lisic, Vicente, sure, because Gorosito, yeah, it makes sense to play him a bit deeper. For Posse, Orozco, Gorosito, I might swap those 2 over, though. Yeah, that's better. Chabal, Favela, Freitas, Albertine, and, of course, Iglesias. Nice to see what Vicente can do, because he's looked pretty solid coming off the bench and in some of the league games. So on the bench, we're going to go with Waterberg, Edelberg, Carroll, Firmino, The Lama, Pimentina, and, of course, Mohamed Kone, a forgotten man who's still plugging away and scoring goals for our youth teams. Now, remember, different system indeed. Remember, we've got the draw coming up at the end for the knockout stages, which is going to be very juicy. We should be able to come up with a very comfortable victory, and if anything, I think the system we've set up with might actually work even better against the team that are going to play so narrow, because we've got a lot of width about us. Chabal, driving forward, whips it all the way through Pereira. What a save by Flint. Lisic's ball takes a short one there, and Orozco's header has hit the post as well. They've got a lot of men forward. Freitas, but then when we break through like that, they're in trouble, and that's the issue. God, I'm sweating so much right now. Lisic. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow, God help me. Chabal into the box as well. Back post, Lisic. Oh, he's hit the side netting. Like, this should be the easiest game of the group, so we need to make sure we get the win, and Pereira with a simple header. That's about as easy as you like. Blaise Lisic, lovely ball across, and Pereira with his 13th goal of the season. I mean, you can't really... That's just his bread and butter. Wonderful ball in. Pereira rising highest. The keeper's in no man's land there. 1-0, 13th of the season. He needs a few more. Out where fish about. Ball across. Fit away. For Posse, and it's in the back of the net for his 11th of the year. 2-0 up now. Things are starting to get a little bit easier now. We're starting to just grind through FC Copenhagen, and that's kind of what we expected. But it's taken us a little while to get going. It's nice to see for Posse grab himself yet another goal this year, up to 11. He's going to get a really decent tally this year. Really unfortunate defending, but it's a good finish from Posse, smashing that home. He's definitely going to do better than last year, I think. We've not even been that convincing for my money. Pereira knocks it down. For Posse, Vicente. Oh, my giddy aunt. What a strike from Vicente. And why are they appealing for offside? What? Oh, for goodness sake. Really? Yeah, it's a... Whoa, bloody hell. What a strike to be disallowed for offside. You see so many of those given... I swear there's way too many goals disallowed for interference in FM this year. That's one thing I have noticed. You see that... Very rarely do you see that in real life, but it seems to happen way too frequently in FM. For Posse's through again. And that's going to be a penalty, isn't it? Yes, it is. Anthony Taylor, who must be about 90, has awarded the penalty. No, Lisic won't take it. Vicente will step up and take. Go on, son. Smashes it. Well, he's got his reward there. His brilliant finish was cancelled out, and he's grabbed his 8th goal of the year. We're 3-0 up by half-time now. Cruising. Lech Poznan still holding... Arsenal to a 0-0 draw, really doing their part for the coefficient they are. 8 points from that group would be insane, but imagine if they came up with the victory. I think that kind of puts an end to any hopes that Lech had of getting through with Ajax being 1-0 up against Porto now, but they've still had a valiant effort in that group, and I really do think that there's a chance for them in future seasons. They're definitely helping their coefficient. Pereira's in behind. Oh, what a finish! Ibrahima Pereira makes it 4-0. Now that is some top quality strike play. And Kelvin Fopossi will grab himself another assist. But that right there, the ball through from Fopossi is sensational because he knows Pereira's got the pace. But it's not that. It's the fact that he takes this wider than he needs to and is somehow still able to get that under the goalkeeper for another goal on the night. That's a really top finish from Pereira. Okay, maybe there's more to come. Lech Poznan are beating Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, it is actually happening. They're winning a game against Arsenal. Their home record in Europe is astonishingly good. Firmino! He's done it! It's 5-0. Firmino grabs his 15th goal of the season. He is the ultimate super sub. I swear to God. Ooh, that's a cool angle. That is insane. You can just bring him into the pitch and he'll score goals off the bench. But when I start him, he just doesn't seem anywhere near as good. Look at that. Finish over the goalkeeper. 5-0. Firmino with his 15th of the year. He's basically not started any Champions League game. But Arsenal have equalised. That's a shame. And Ajax are 3-0 up now. So it wouldn't have mattered in the long run. But the fact that Lech are even... took the lead against Arsenal really shows that I think at home particularly, they've got real European chops and it's really pleasing. Waterberg. And for Posse makes it 6-0. This has really turned into the type of games that I expected to have, but it just took a little while for us to really warm up in the Champions League. The 5-0 away at Feyenoord was the breaking point for me. And then a lovely ball from Waterberg as well. Just dinks one up to the far post. There's Kelvin for Posse, completely unmarked. 12th of the year for him. My God, we just keep going. And that's going to do it. Polonia Warszawa 6, FC Copenhagen 0. Really good performance on the night. 2 for Pereira, 2 for Posse, 1 for Firmino, of course. And yep, Lech did manage to get a point against Arsenal, which is sensational. They've done really, really well in that group. And I think they've got a real chance at winning a round of the Europa League if they get the right draw. Right, moving on. Can you show Pogba's managerial stats? Yes. So here is old Paulie Pogs, and to be fair, his win percentage is only 41, but he's struggled to start, and he really has started to pick things up a little bit, and has got Corona playing some excellent football. So I'm interested to see where he goes. He was Pescara's caretaker manager, and managed the under-18s, and somehow got him the job at Corona. It's pretty good pickup for them, frankly. Got the reputation. 175 caps for France, by the way. What an absolute legend. This is going to be very interesting to see how his career progresses if he stays in Poland. Rumours have it that Treveria's agent has sold the rights to his name, and the only people who can buy the rights to his name are meta searches and OTA for hotels. It's true. I love how Stala Solbakken always seems to have such an ever-presence in your save. He really does. He always seems to be in whatever league. Maybe he just fancies me. I mean, I can't blame him, can you? Did Abdelrazak Slawi score for Manchester United? Yeah, a few people pointed this out. It's not actually him. There's another guy who's got a very similar name, I think. This is him. This is Amina Slawi. I noticed him a few years ago and I thought, oh, maybe it's like one of those hard-coded ones, but it's not. It's a different guy, unfortunately. The Huesca save is intriguing. I like the sound of it when you outlined it in the previous video. I was fortunate enough to watch a match at the Nou Camp last September in which Huesca were the visitors. Barcelona 8, Huesca 2 was the final score. Bodes well, I think. Well, I will aim for 7-2. We will build this. We will build this very slowly. I'm definitely set on doing that. Just when is a different matter. Anyway, we must move on because today we're playing Zag in the league, which is kind of an interesting one. We're just going to smash them, hopefully, anyway, and then move on to the draw, which is what's coming up. So, switch things around a little bit. I don't know if Treverio is going to be fit. He's not, is he? No, he's still injured. He's going to be back in 2 days. Oh, he's got the flu. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to start Firmino up top today. I really think that's an interesting idea. And we're going to go with that. So Firmino, Waterberg, Vicente for Posse, Jose Francisco, Itzhak, Albarracin, Falvella, The Llama, Chabal, and of course, Iglesias in goal. I'm probably going to leave the bench how it is. Carroll, Röser, Pereira, Kone, Olivier, Edelberg, and of course, Little Pepper. You might notice this guy. Bartosz Neugebauer is in goal for Zag. That's amazing. We sold him to Dusseldorf. He went to Augsburg, FC Union. He came back to... Wow, that's incredible. I totally forgot about this lad, because we all know he's an excellent super sub, as he's proven time and time again. The fact that he's got, I think, 5 Champions League goals without actually starting a match. But it's whether he can lead a line from the beginning of a game against a weaker opposition as well. But we'll see. What a ball that is for Posse. Could cut inside and get the shot away. Probably will. Itzhak, he might fancy it. And he does. Beautiful finish from Bartolomei Itzhak. He's one of those players whose star rating, despite him getting a decent amount of game time, he just does not seem to be improving at the moment. He is always sort of dwelling around the same, but it might be because everyone else is improving and he's still sort of struggling to keep up. I don't know, but it was just nice to see him getting some game time. Only his 2nd goal of the season, driving in there. Lovely finish from the youngster. We've still got high hopes for him, and I think he's still got a great career ahead of him. He just needs to work a bit harder. Brzezinski. Oh, what a finish. What a finish from Karol Brzezinski. And, well, we were kind of asking for that, really, because we weren't really defending particularly well. That's a very good goal from them, in fairness. Laskos just knocks it into... So, once he gets the ball here, this shouldn't really be able to be scoring from that, but he's just cut inside. It's a brilliant finish. And Iglesias maybe could have done a bit better, but hey, they are not experienced players particularly. It's a freaking penalty. It's going to be a penalty. I can't believe this. It feels like we're literally about to throw away this in real time. Penalty is given. Who would have thunk it? I don't believe this. We're actually about to fall behind against these guys. We dominate the early part of the game, took the lead, and now smash down the middle. It's 2-1. We're actually behind in a league game. Can we not do this today, lads, if it's all at all possible? Oh my god. Right, here we go. Waterberg is the man left up the pitch. Everyone needs to be bombing forward, and they kind of are in a way. Vicente. Oh, loads of room. Oh, he's picked the wrong pass there, hasn't he? Jose Francisco's through, and he's scored! Jose Francisco. I think that might well be his first ever goal for us. He's off the mark. There you go. He's been here a couple of years, playing in the underage squads, slowly working his way into the first team, and he's been getting more game time this year. I don't know what that ball was from Vicente. Waterberg's picked out an absolute peach there to Jose Francisco. He's got a lot of work to do, and that is a sensational finish from the youngster. 2-2 here. We've come straight back, and it's 2-2. This is much more difficult than it needs to be. Oh, for Waterberg now. Here we go. Men surging in. Oh, he's going alone. He's going alone. Oh, what a finish from Donny Waterberg. We're 3-2 up now. This has been a pretty entertaining first half, I've got to say. Donny Waterberg, this is sensational stuff. But again, Jose Francisco does well, gets the ball, spreads it out wide. He's been probably the best player on the pitch so far. This is insane from Waterberg. Just runs past one, goes past another, and a comfortable finish in the bottom corner for 3-2. Right, we're back where we should be. 3-2 up. Let's go and grab ourselves just another... Oh, the llama. Firmino. Ah, nearly. Oh, back for Chabal. Good ball in needed. And apparently it's going to be a penalty here. Maybe we'll get our own opportunity. And, yep, it's a penalty. Who's going to take it? It's Itzhak. Go on, son. And he smashed it in. His 2nd goal of the night. Fair enough. Bartolomei Itzhak makes it 4-2. Finally killing the game off. Good performance from him, though. A penalty and a goal from open play. Really nice to see him taking that role. The central midfielders today have done an excellent job of carrying us through this match, to be honest. Lovely penalty as well. So Falvella cats that out. Oh, here we go. Carroll's got it. Goes past... Oh, look at the pace from Carroll. Waterberg. Men all over the shop here. And Waterberg's going through again. Final couple of seconds of the match just to see this out. And Szymanski's ball. Oh, God. Hang on. Surely there's not one more in this game for them. No, I don't think there is. It's 4-2 in the end. Bit of a brawl on the night. We come up winners in the end, which is nice. Right, now the draw, the most important thing. Corona win again to keep the good times rolling. Look at this. I think they've won about 7 in a row lately. Okay, knockout draw. So we can get... Well, we can't get Bayern, so we know that. There's a lot of good teams in here. This is the thing. There's 3 English sides in here. We'll just have to go for it and accept whatever fate we get. Manchester City. Bloody hell. That's a knockout. That's the 2nd knockout, right? Bloody hell. All right, okay. We're just going to have to deal with that, really, and see. I mean, there must be a reason why they came 2nd in their group. Their group had Barcelona. Oh, my God. We couldn't have got a tougher draw. Look, they literally only lost out on head-to-head against Barca in their group. I think we're going to be in real trouble. That's going to be a tough old game, or pair of games against them. So, yeah, tune in for that next time, I suppose. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back after Christmas, come back, do some transfer stuff, because there's going to be some stuff. Do the Wisła game, and, of course, Manchester City in there, as well as the sort of, and the away leg first, which is definitely going to help, I think. Yeah, at least we've got 2 teams in the Europa League knockouts as well, though I don't think that's drawn just yet. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, still unbeaten, got to the halfway stage of the season. Very nice. Drop a like on the video, that'd be fantastic. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It might help me cool down a little bit. I don't bloody know. Yeah, I'll join you guys in the next episode where hopefully I'll probably be even hotter because tomorrow's going to be even bloody worse. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.